Is Lewis Hamilton's legendary partnership with Mercedes falling apart after a rocky Qatar Grand Prix? The race, riddled with penalties, mistakes, and a heated radio exchange, left the seven-time world champion's frustration on full display. But is this just a one-off bad day? Or has Mercedes failed to provide Hamilton with the tools he needs to succeed? From the beginning, signs of trouble loomed. Starting sixth on the grid, far from his usual front-row fights, Hamilton's race unraveled as soon as the lights went out. A false start dropped him to ninth and earned him a 5-second penalty, a rare error for someone known for staying cool under pressure. As the race went on, the struggles didn't stop. A puncture on lap 35, initially blamed on debris from Alex Albon's wing mirror, sent Hamilton spiraling. Limping to the pits, he voiced his growing frustration. After the race, Hamilton hinted the issue went beyond the puncture. "Honestly, I didn't see any debris. The car was understeering like crazy. It's happened before when we haven't had enough front wing. This time, it just caught me at the pit entry. It felt like a disaster waiting to happen," he said. The puncture was only the start. Under the safety car, Hamilton was caught speeding in the pit lane. The resulting drive-through penalty crushed any hopes of salvaging points. The frustration boiled over in a rare, tense exchange with his race engineer, Peter Bonnington. "Park the car, mate. Retire the car," Hamilton demanded, his tone heavy with exhaustion. Bonnington refused, calmly responding, "Negative. If you want a 5-second penalty in the next race, then fine, but we only need one more lap through the pit lane." The exchange, though brief, highlighted the strain on a partnership that has long been a model of driver-engineer harmony. In Qatar, however, that bond seemed to fray under the pressure. After the race, Hamilton's words were reflective but tinged with frustration. He took responsibility for the jump start but hinted at broader issues. "That was on me at the start. I shouldn't have jumped the lights. The puncture was bad luck, and the speeding penalty is just frustrating. We gave it everything, but it's been one of those seasons where nothing goes right. I'll dust myself off for Abu Dhabi, but this has been tough," he admitted. He also set low expectations for his final race with Mercedes, focusing instead on the future. "I don't think we'll end on a high. These last races don't change much. It's about showing up, giving our best, and learning from it. But it's time to move forward," he said. That phrase, "move forward," carries weight as Hamilton's much-anticipated switch to Ferrari draws near. After a career spent in Mercedes-powered cars, the move marks the end of an era and the start of a bold new chapter. Ferrari, the sport's most iconic team, represents both a dream and a challenge. The question on everyone's mind is whether Hamilton can deliver Ferrari its first Drivers' Championship since 2007, or whether the team's historical inconsistency will be his biggest obstacle. For Hamilton, joining Ferrari is about more than chasing titles. It's about reinventing himself. Ferrari is the pinnacle of motorsport history. Driving for them is an opportunity one couldn't pass up, he said earlier this year. But he knows the road ahead won't be easy. Ferrari has shown flashes of brilliance in recent years, but continues to struggle with reliability, strategy, and internal politics. For Hamilton to succeed, he'll need more than driving skill. He'll need patience, adaptability, and the ability to unify the team under the intense scrutiny that comes with driving for Ferrari. Hamilton's arrival comes as Ferrari undergoes a period of rebuilding under team principal Frederic Vasseur. The team has made strides in car development, and Hamilton's experience could be the catalyst needed to turn potential into results. Still, the move comes with risks. Ferrari's passionate fans and relentless media spotlight create a pressure cooker environment unlike anything Hamilton has faced before. Every mistake will be magnified, and every victory celebrated as a national triumph. Back in Qatar, the signs of frustration between Hamilton and Mercedes were impossible to ignore. The race didn't just feel like a bad day. It seemed to encapsulate a season of growing disconnection. The question isn't whether Hamilton's time with Mercedes is over. That's already decided. The real question is how this chapter will be remembered. Was Qatar a symbol of a team that couldn't deliver for its star driver, or a reflection of Hamilton's own struggles to adapt? Whatever the answer, the legacy of Hamilton and Mercedes remains one of extraordinary success. But the golden years are behind them. As Hamilton prepares for his final race with Mercedes, He carries with him lessons from a career defined by resilience. Fans are left wondering not just if he can succeed at Ferrari, but whether he can create a new chapter that rivals the heights of his Mercedes era. One thing is clear: Hamilton isn't just racing against time or competitors. He's racing to prove that even after 17 seasons, his best is yet to come.